Toronto is home to many great Canadian distance runners, and Justyn Knight is a Toronto distance fiend. The 21-year-old has been making his mark ever since his big move to the University of Syracuse.
It was the best blend between athletics and academics. That's something that was very important for me, and my parents, they helped me through the recruiting process, so they kind of helped emphasize that as something that would be important. I'm also a huge mama's boy, and I love my dad too, but being only 4 hours away from home was definitely something that appealed to me a little bit more. And I think just in general, when I met up with the coaches and my teammate, I guess they would have been my future teammates, but when I met up with the guys and everything, I just really felt that they were genuinely nice, and they cared for me more than just from an athlete's perspective. So I just thought it was the best combination. My favorite memory at Syracuse was, I think, in 2015 when we won the national championship. That was just really special to me because I've had a lot of great events and I've won a lot of individual titles and PRs and everything, but when you can share a championship with your team and share a memory, it was just so special and unforgettable.
Since then, Knight has won 3 NCAA titles and competed 5 times for Team Canada, including the 2017 World Track Championships in London, where he finished 9th in the final.
So I definitely can say without a doubt I was most looking forward to racing against Mo Farah. Heading into that race, I wasn't too confident actually because I was a little bit fatigued. My season's been going longer than it usually has been. So I felt like going into the race there wasn't too much pressure on me. Not too many people knew my name, so I knew I could go out there, have a fun experience, get accustomed to racing with people of that level. And fortunate enough for me, it worked in my favor and I ran really well there. It was just really cool to just be surrounded by a bunch of pro athletes and see how they interact with each other. Being inside the London Olympic Stadium was like a dream come true. It's the biggest track and field venue I've ever been to in my life. It was just really special, and I'm thankful that I was able to do it at an early point in my career because I think it's getting me ready for something special in the future.
In recent events, Knight competed at the Canadian National Track and Field Championships, where he placed second against Canadian distance veteran Muhammad Ahmed and NCAA 10,000 meter champion Ben Flanagan.
Yeah, so actually heading into Canadian Nationals, it's kind of like I was fatigued. To be honest, I didn't feel like I was in great shape whatsoever. I knew I just had to get the job done and get either first or third just to get qualified for the NACAC championship. I gave it my best effort, and considering that I wasn't feeling too well, I think I ran really smart and raced really well. Competing against Mo is always a pleasure. That guy, Canadian record holder, 4th in the Olympics. He's just a great guy in general too, and it's always nice to kind of get a chance to compete against someone like him. And Ben Flanagan, I'm so proud of that guy. He's someone I used to compete against in high school and also a bit in university, and just to see him elevate himself to our level and compete as well as he did, that's very special to see, and he's someone to look out for in the future.
Up next for Knight will be the NACAC Championships, August 10th to 12th, where he will compete in the men's 5,000 meter.
So I think looking forward to NACACs, I'm really excited because going away for 4 years, I have had a lot of friends and fans that wanted to see me compete, and just because I'm in the States and I compete all over the place, sometimes on the West Coast, sometimes in the South, it's very hard to kind of cheer me on. I think being able to compete in my backyard and on a track that I used to train at is very special, and a lot of people can come out and see me, and I'm really happy and excited to kind of have a homecoming over here.
He graduated from the University of Syracuse this year and will be going pro in the near future. Yeah,
it's great to sign with Reebok. I'm glad I got all that stuff in my life kind of sorted out and figured out. It was a long, fast, I guess it was a fast process because I didn't really talk to anybody during my while I was competing in the NCAA. I kind of put everything on hold and said I need to focus on running fast times and winning, and sponsors will be waiting for me at the end. So that's kind of the way I approach things, and it's just great. I think just in terms Reebok sold me, they have a great vision. They're definitely looking to be more dominant in running in the future, and they want me to be a big part of that, and also the face of it. And also having Coach Fox, my college coach, to continue on as being my coach is something really special, and I think that they just have a really bright future.